Most people think becoming a Notion expert means learning formulas, automations, or these really tricky specific features. But honestly, there's one skill that's far more important. And once you understand it, you'll suddenly realize why experienced Notion users use Notion so differently. The feature we'll be learning today is called linked databases. So in this video, I'll show you exactly what they are, why they're one of the most powerful features in Notion, and how if you master this one single skill, it will completely change the way that you approach organizing your life. And yes, that's your work life, but also your personal life. So subscribe for Notion tutorials, and let's dive in. So here in Notion, I've got this blank page. But the skill we're learning today will work for whatever page you're trying to build. Whether you want to organize your trips, maybe organize your journaling, maybe track your fitness, whatever it is. But if you're a beginner in Notion and don't have a simple dashboard, then we'll build that today. So here at the top of the page, I'll click on Add Icon, and let's add an icon. I'll do a check mark to represent my tasks. Now to create a linked database, we do need an original database. So in Notion, in any of these lines here, you can see it says press space for AI or / for commands. So if I do / here, I actually bring up all of these different features in Notion. Now this is a long list and it can be very overwhelming as Notion has so many features. But like I said, if you master this one skill we're going through today, that will have the biggest impact on the way that you use Notion on a daily basis. And we're going to need this original database here. So what you can do is write / and you can scroll down to find the databases, or it's just easier if you start writing the word database, and then all of these different types of databases will appear. Now, as you can see, there are a bunch of different ways to view databases. I won't go through that today in much detail. I do have a separate video on that. I'll put a link in the description to it. But so it doesn't become overwhelming, we'll just click on this one here that says Table View Database. So I'll click on that, and then here I have a new database. Let's just call this Task List or something like that. Again, you might be organizing your fitness or journal or whatever it is. But for this tutorial, I'll make this a task list. So I'll click here on New Page. Now, if you don't know, in Notion, rows in databases are pages. So that means if I write task here, let's say task 1 and task 2, not only are these written here, but as you can see, it says open. I can actually open up this task 1 here, and that is its own separate page. So I can give myself notes or instructions for this specific task. Super useful. So these rows here are pages, and in Notion, columns are actually properties. So if I click here on Add Property, I can see a bunch of different properties here. Now, we won't be going through all of these today as it can become extremely overwhelming. And to be honest, I don't even use a lot of these. I never use roll-ups, so you only have to learn the ones that are genuinely useful to you. But if this is a task list here, then it would be useful to have a checkbox. Have I actually completed the task or not? So I'll just do a spacebar here, and I'll drag this here to the side. So as you can see, this column here is a property, and this name here is a property. And for this tutorial, to show you how linked databases work, I'm going to be organizing this task list into two main categories, and that will be my work life and personal life. And I could categorize these tasks here in a bunch of different ways, but I'll use this select property for now, as that will probably be the simplest way to do it. So I'll call that category. And let's say that this here is work life, and let's say this here is personal life. So these here work as simple drop downs. And if you want to add another one, you just start typing, and then here you can create that one. But I'll leave it nice and simple for today, work life and personal life. So this task list database here is the original. The goal with a linked database is that we can see this same database, but with different settings and rules around it, which means we can see the same database on a different page, but the different rules we give that linked database means that we won't see all the data. So what I'm going to do here is just create another database. I'll do a gallery view, and I'll call this life bucket, and I'll simply have two life buckets here. I'll do the work life one, and I'll do the personal life one. As you can see, by default, we have this created and tags. I'll just delete this property here and delete this property as well. So here we have our task list database, which will be our original database we'll be working with. And then this new database called life buckets. Inside of this page and inside of this page, I want to show this database here. And then on this work life page, I only want to show the tasks labeled with work life. And on this personal life page, I only want to show the stuff that is labeled with personal life. Now, like I explained before, this is a page and this is a page. So in databases, remember task 1 here is a page and task 2 here is a page. But if you don't want this life bucket here to be its own database, you could simply do / and click here on page. So the typical structure we're used to is folders having pages inside them. In Notion, pages can have pages inside of them. So that is how I would create a page here. Or of course, like I showed before, we can just have a database with these pages here. All right, we've built the setup for our dashboard here. Now let's go ahead and take this task list here and bring it into this page only showing work life. And then we'll do the same thing here for the personal life on this page. I'll click on this work life page here. This is its own separate page. So on here, I can have anything I want, but I am going to want to bring in that task list database. So I'll click here again on table view, but this time we are going to link to an existing data source. And you can see it comes up here in my recents. Of course, if you're not seeing that, you can simply search for the database. So I'll click on that. Now on this work life page, I don't want to see this personal life. I only want to see the work life stuff. But we are not going to be deleting these tasks like that, because the way Notion works is with databases, if I were to delete this task, I'm not only deleting it here, I'm actually also then going to delete it here. So if we delete a task, we delete it from the original database and the linked databases. So we won't delete tasks. Instead, what we will be doing is using filters. So in Notion, we have quite a few different settings that we can play with databases. We have filters, sorting, and groups. There's a bunch of other stuff as well. If you want to really learn all of this stuff, I do have a Notion course. It's called Productive with Notion. I'll put a link in the description. You'll learn Notion in an afternoon, and I'll show you my own productivity frameworks that I use in my real life. That course is linked in the description. And by the way, I also have my toolkit bundle, which includes the Notion course and my Notion template headquarters. And that has all of the stuff that we're setting up today already built in. So you can download a full Notion template to organize your work life and your personal life. And that has an advanced task management system, project management system, life bucket system. It handles your notes, your resources, your time tracking, your journaling, and so much more. All of that is included and is working together seamlessly. I'll put a link in the description to my Notion course, to my Notion template, and to the bundle if you want both of them. But of course, if you want to keep building this, then the thing we are now going to be using is filters. So you can access filters here by clicking on the settings, or you can access filters here. So I'll click on filter, and what we want on this work life page here is to filter to only see stuff to do with work life. So we are filtering by the category, because this column here, aka this property, is called categories. So I'll click on that, and then we want to say where the category is work life. So now, as you can see, that task 2 is not showing up here. Now remember, we did not delete it. We are simply hiding it using filters. So task 2 here, if I click away, it's still showing up here. So personal life, task 2, is still showing up here, but it just is being hidden with filters on this work life page. So this task list database here, as you can see, it has this little arrow. That means that this here is a linked database. So you've now created a linked database with a filter to show only the stuff that you want on this page. So now we can do the same thing for the personal life. I'll simply do /database, click on table view, I'll do link to existing data source, click on task list, and here I'm going to filter by the category, and say only show me personal life. So as you can see, we can do this in only a few clicks. Now so far, I've only shown you how to work with filters, but maybe you want to work with sorting as well, or maybe you want to work by group. So let's have a look at the group example for this. Let's say task 2 here has been completed, and let's do another task here called task 3. So task 2 here, checked in to do with personal life. And now we've created task 3 here to do with personal life as well, but it hasn't been completed. If I open up this personal life page again, here you can now see task 3 magically appears, because this is a linked database. So all the data that is coming from this original database is going to show up on here, and vice versa. If I write now task 4 has been written here. It's automatically been labeled with personal life, because we have a filter saying this view here has to be relevant to personal life. And this task 4 here now magically shows up here as well. So these two database views are speaking together, aka they are linked. So on this view here, we have a filter, but let's learn one more skill. If I click on settings here, I want to now group this to separate the tasks that I've done and haven't done. Because right now I can see task 3, which hasn't been completed, task 2, which has been completed, and then task 4, which hasn't been completed. This just isn't that user friendly. So what I'll do is click on settings, and we'll group this. So basically bundle the information by whether it's been completed or not. So now, first I'll see all the tasks that have been completed, and they appear in this toggle here. And then after that, I can see all the tasks that haven't been completed. And automatically, if I label task 3 here as complete, it jumps to this section here. And this task 3 here is not only being checked in here, but as you can see, it's being checked in here as well. Now, if you're trying to build your dashboard from scratch, the next thing here to learn is views. If you want to learn that, then click on this video here. Or if you just want my all-in-one Notion template headquarters, then click on this video here. Thanks so much for watching. Well done. You now understand linked databases. And I'll see you in one of these videos.